to the Tarot Cottage. My name is Amy. I'm back today with a pick a card reading for you. If you're one of my returning subscribers, I just want to say thank you so much for being here with me. Thank you for spending some of your precious time here. I know how important and fleeting time is, so I appreciate that you spend even a little bit of your spare time here on this channel with me and with this beautiful group of souls that gather here together. So thank you for being a part of this. Thank you for being a part of this community. And if you found yourself here for the very first time, we would like to welcome you to this community with open arms. Please pull up a chair and grab yourself some snacks, a cup of tea, a drink, whatever makes you the most comfortable, and we'll have a little bit of a chit chat because we are all friends when we gather here at this table. So today's pick a card, we're looking into someone on your mind that maybe you are in no contact with, and we're looking into the question, will they contact you and when? When will this person contact you? Are they going to contact you? Will you hear from them again? And when, if Spirit can give us an indication of when that will be. We do have 3 piles for you to choose from today. We have pile number 1 here. This is the Modern Witch Tarot, and this is a piece of unrefined coal that I got from my grandma. That my grandpa actually, I guess, mined, is what she used to always tell me. Pile number 2 here with the carnelian palm. And we have pile number 3 here with this hagstone that I found on the beach. So whichever pile or piles are calling out to you, just know there may be a message waiting for you from Spirit today. I'm going to jump right into pile number 1. My timestamps will be listed below. Again, today's topic is the person on your mind that you're in no contact with. Will they contact you? Are they going to contact you at all? And when will that occur? So pile number 1. Hello everybody, in pile number 1, you were drawn to this beautiful shiny piece of unrefined coal. This is like the only thing that I have from my grandpa. I never actually met him. He died before I was born, and this is the one piece that I have from him. So it's really special to me. I know it doesn't catch everybody's eye, but it's really, really special to me. So I'm really happy to have it here. So welcome. This is your reading, the person on your mind. Will they contact you, and when will that happen? So are you going to hear from this person ever again? And can Spirit give us an indication of when that will be? Will they contact you? Whoops. We are the 5 of Wands coming out first here. This is the Modern Witch Tarot that I'm using for you today. It's very bright and bold and colorful. Sorry, I lost a bunch more on the floor that I'm going to try again here with Spirit. Just want to make sure they're in the upright. So the 5 of Wands to start out here, and that's a recent past position. There could have been conflicts and obstacles in the way of this connection, some insecure feelings that could have led to the disconnect, some immaturity problems perhaps for some of you watching with this person. They were ill-equipped to handle their feelings and didn't take action perhaps. We have the 4 of Wands. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, very strongly represented here on the table so far. Will they contact you? We have the 5 of Swords. It's in the reverse position. And we have the Queen of Cups. We do have the 7 of Cups on the back of the deck so far. What is really striking about this spread so far is perhaps the confusion that is existing between the 2 of you right now. And sometimes it's strange that it's like you have very mirrored energy and the confusion is really unnecessary. That's what it feels like right now. It's like whatever the fallout was that led to the separation, it could be easily rectified, or could have been easily rectified if we just handled ourselves a little bit differently in the past. But let's see what the clarifying cards say. Clarifying the 5 of Wands, please. Thank you. We have the Hanged Man reversed. The Hanged One reversed, rather. We have the Page of Wands coming out underneath the 4 of Wands. Clarifying the 5 of Swords reversed. Will they make contact? Will they contact you? The Knight of Pentacles. And clarifying the Queen of Cups. Will they contact you? We have the Star. back of the deck is the Page of Cups here. And underneath that, we have the Three of Pentacles. So the question, we're sort of posing two questions to Spirit today. We're posing the first question of, you know, are they going to make contact with you? And if they are, then when can Spirit kind of give us an indication as to when that's going to be, or when that's going to come about? The good news here on the back of your deck is that beautiful Page of Cups with the Three of Pentacles. So all is not lost here if you are in disconnect from this person, because that Page of Cups really talks about an emotional new beginning that's forming for you and this person. This is an opportunity to start fresh. I can feel that there could be a water energy here with this Queen of Cups. You could be a water sign, a Scorpio, Cancer, or a Pisces. You don't have to be, but it just really reflects the amount of love that still exists here. You know, the Queen of Cups often puts a lid on her love. It feels like an unconditional type of love. She really is a motherly type of energy, and you know, that energy carries with it a certain amount of permanence. And we have the Star in the future position too. These are very abundant, hopeful energies that Spirit sees coming about out of this disconnect. We have the Three of Pentacles in support of that Page of Cups, and there's the King underneath it as well, which shows a lot of stability possible as a possibility in the future of this connection, and a chance to rebuild. So I do feel like they will contact you. I do feel like they will reach out. And we have a lot of indicators here in the present that a return to the senses is on the horizon for this connection, because we have this beautiful Four of Wands with the Page of Wands, and this is a gateway card. This is a twin flame card. It can represent celebrations, reunions, and that's what we want to see in this spread. We want to see that. And along with the Five of Swords, that's actually a wonderful position for the Five of Swords to come out in the reverse, because it shows again, that sense of a return to my senses, a chance to reevaluate what was lost between us. It just shows peace after this perhaps struggling time. We do have the Hanged One underneath that Five of Wands, and it is also in the reversed. There is this sense of perhaps a selfishness, or again, that immaturity that led to this disconnect. And it feels like somebody owes another person an apology here, and I do feel like you could get that apology. And when we're talking about time frame, and that was the second part of our question, the time frame, we have this Knight of Pentacles as an indicator that you may have been waiting for this apology for a while. You may be waiting for it for a little while longer, because this is a movement card. So that's the good news, but he is the slowest of all of the knights because he's sure-footed, and this person, it feels like whoever is bringing forth this apology is being very careful with how they formulate that apology. They're really making plans of action that will lead them towards their goals. But it feels so hopeful that this person has grown out of this immature state and are kind of ready and willing to reconnect. And I feel this is coming in for you guys when you will not expect it. But let's ask Spirit that specific question, because I want to know if Spirit can give us more of an indication. I'll use a different deck here. If they can give us more of an indication as to when this contact will come about. Spirit, when will this person contact? Pile one. We have the Nine of Cups. I love that. Beautiful Nine of Cups. If it is your intention for this connection to come back together, if this is your desire in your heart, Spirit wants you to hold that image, hold that hope in your heart, this beautiful Aquarius energy, hold that vision so that it can come to you, so that it can, the universe can work its magic. It also talks about wishes being granted. So that's a beautiful affirmation from Spirit for you. We have the Page of Swords. When will they make contact, please, Spirit? We have the Three of Wands. We have the Knight of Cups, and it's coming out with the Devil. It's also coming out along with the Death card here, and we have the King of Cups here as the back of deck energy being supported by the Two of Wands. I feel like this person is already making the plans of action towards you. I feel like they are already in the thick of it. If you're in disconnect from them 100%, they're already on the other side of this this competition feeling, this feeling of disconnect. They're already watching your social media. It's like they're trying to feel out a way or a perfect timing to sort of come back around towards you. The Three of Wands is an expansion card. They're a little bit hesitant here with the Knight of Cups in the future position. And they do have some insecurities that are holding them back here with that Devil energy represented by Capricorn. So you could be a Capricorn. Perhaps this person is or has Capricorn in their chart. They're hesitant to be 100% emotionally vulnerable. They're hesitant to bring about that apology. And I don't know if you've ever had to make an apology, but that's really hard sometimes, especially if we're coming from a really deep place of selfishness here with the Hanged One reversed. You know, if they acted really selfishly in the past, made you feel really insecure perhaps with this energy, they're worried about how you're going to receive that. So they're a little bit hesitant, but I feel like they're going to come in with a beautiful offer. That Knight of Cups is over the top with what he wants to offer, and they realize what's at stake here because the Death card is present. This King of Cups, that's divine masculine energy. That's an abundance of love. We had the divine feminine here, represented by the Queen of Cups, and here we have the divine masculine. It has nothing to do with actual gender. It has everything to do with energy. So it can be, you know, to men, to females. It doesn't matter. It's all about energy here. But what's coming about in the future position is a beautiful shift. And the Death card is not something to be feared, especially in a situation where we're in disconnect. We need this Death card because we need a change of state. We need a shift. We need a fresh beginning or a rebirth in this connection. So Spirit is saying it's a yes, and it's going to pop up. They're making the plans now. They're taking their time because they want to be very careful with how they formulate that apology towards you or this reconnection towards you, because they don't know how you're going to receive them after everything that happened in the past with this connection. But they have an abundance of love for you, and they want to reconnect with you so intensely. They reconnect, please, Spirit. What can you tell me about this connection? Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type or expectations. This person, there's almost this sense of someone watching feeling like almost, I don't want to use the words like disappointed that this could be your soulmate, but it's completely, life didn't go exactly as you planned or that you thought it would go. And this person has challenged you in ways that you never thought possible, and you never thought that would be a part of a soulmate journey. But you're starting to realize now that throughout these really strong connections are all of the important lessons. And unfortunately, sometimes those important lessons are painful, and enlightenment can only come through disconnect at times as well. We have healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. And I feel like this person is having to have some forgiveness or needing some forgiveness. This, of course, could be a reverse energy reading. You could be the one who needs to bring forth that apology. But it really feels like this person needs to bring forth an apology to you. We have honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together on the back of that deck. We have destiny. There's the soulmate card as well. This connection is divinely guided. This person is destined to come back around towards you. They can't stay away, is what I'm feeling. As much as perhaps they're it's like they have a propensity towards stubbornness. In this situation, they're being challenged through that. We have service here. It may be difficult for this person to here's vanity on the back of the deck. It may be very difficult for this person to come down from a pedestal that maybe they've even put themselves on. It may be difficult for them to come down to this level and to apologize because of vanity reasons, because of their ego really getting in the way of their truth and their emotion towards you. There is this message with this card coming through that they may need a little bit of help from you when they come forward with this offer. They may need a little nudge in order to express that vulnerability. And the way that we do that is by being vulnerable ourselves and putting ourselves out on that limb. And that's difficult to do when, especially if we're coming from a place with that Five of Wands energy. where there were conflicts, arguments, and, you know, insecurities placed upon us by another person. So they may need a little bit of nudge from you in that area. How is this person currently feeling right this moment? Let's see how they're feeling right this second about you. We're using the Hermit Tarot here. If I asked you to stay, would you leave? There's a sense of uncertainty with them. We saw that Seven of Cups earlier. And here's the I am terrified. I don't feel like they would let you know that. I feel like they would be very uncomfortable trying to express their fear of coming back towards you. And that's why they're taking their time as well. I feel like they are acutely watching you, though. I do feel like saying that here with the Page of Wands. We had the Page of Swords as well, but I'm just kind of struck by how intent she's staring at those leaves. And it feels like you could be at a distance from each other as well. Do you think about me as well? Are we on the same page? Do you want this? Reach out. They're definitely making those plans to reach out to you. They also have the desire that they wish that you would do all the hard work. There's a message coming in that they wish you would be the one to do the hard work. They're sort of dragging their feet to see if you come forward first. You hurt me, but that's okay, I guess. So perhaps, again, that double-sided. Maybe you're the one that also needs to bring forth that apology. Perhaps this is a double-sided, you know, double-sided type of situation where you both have things that you need to apologize for. Things from the past needing to be addressed. I am manifesting you. I am keeping hope alive. I am sure of this connection here with that star energy. Back of the deck says, I don't want to lose you. I don't want to lose you. And that really feels very, it sort of swings between the Four of Cups and the Four of Pentacles for me, because they don't want to lose this connection, but they have a big ego perhaps. It's hard for them to admit wrong. It's hard for them to come forward in that way. Let's get one of these. Are they coming forward? How are they feeling right this moment? A jewel within a teardrop, appreciation, spiritual and emotional reconnection. That's a beautiful symbol from Spirit about this emotional start that's available to the two of you. This is not the end of the line for this connection, is what Spirit is saying. Because yin-yang, creative harmony through balance. Yin-yang, we also have the Destiny card, these inclinations of a soulmate energy. If you subscribe to that idea, not everybody does, and that's okay. Let's get a few more messages from this person. First, let's get actually one of these Moonology cards. I haven't used this deck in a while. Future of this connection, please, Spirit. Advice for group 1. You and your loved ones are safe. New Moon in Cancer. It's okay to be emotionally vulnerable. That's a message for this person or whoever really needs to bring forth that apology or bring forth that reconnection. That, you know, it's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to put yourself on a limb. You are protected. This connection is protected. A personal issue will reach a resolution. Full Moon in Cancer. This person could be a Cancer, or you could be that Cancer. As I said earlier, you could be the water sign here. An emotional new beginning starting for you. Back of the deck says the end of a tough cycle approaches. Reconnection. What is this person thinking about you right this moment? This card, unfinished business. We need to talk. We need to talk. Unfinished business. And you will talk. You will reconnect here is what Spirit is saying. You don't know what you do to me. And we have the Forgive Me card. Please forgive me for whatever happened in the past of this connection. Please forgive them is what they want to say. I thought that it would be easier to walk away. I'm sorry, it's kind of hard to see that because of the lighting in here this evening. And they also are saying that no one actually compares. The search for second best is what I'm hearing. There is an addictive quality to this connection. We did have the Devil as well, which is a codependent type of feeling too towards you and this connection. We also have the third party interference coming out, so that could be something that you resonate with. I don't see that as a main theme here, but as always, I'm dealing with collective energy, so you may resonate with that message. That could have been what caused the insecurities in the past. There could have been selfishness on this person's part, like having my cake and eat it too. I know what I want now. I know what I want in this connection. I pretend I don't care, but I actually do. Very, very deeply. And this one came out as well. This separation is very painful. The back of the deck says, every song I hear is about you. Again, I'm sorry about the lighting here, but we power through no matter what the situation. And you know, I'm from Ontario, so we're in lockdown again, and we have the children home all the time. So we have to sort of navigate around their schedule around here. A charm bowl, please, for group number 1, the person on their mind, the future of this connection, advice for them in the bowl. If you're new to this channel, I do end each pile, with a charm bowl, a charm cast. The Lovers, the Ten of Wands. It sort of came out reversed, which I sort of like to see. I don't often read these in reverse, but more and more Spirit is starting to tell me to read them in the reverse. The Ten of Wands reverse is about lightening up the load that we're carrying on our shoulders. It's about finding some freedom, finding some release. This person, again, you know, maybe they're blinded by their burdens. They couldn't exactly see the forest through the trees when they made the choice to walk away. The Lovers can be that indication, again, if there was a third party situation, about a choice, but it's about attraction, and it's a recognition of the connection at the base of all things. It's about two people who are intrinsically connected. And as I said, we have the Knight of Pentacles again. We're asking about when. Spirit's being very vague for you, but they're trying to tease you a little bit and say, you know, it's going to pop up for you when you don't expect them to. But I already feel them working on it. I can already see them working on the plan forward. So I would expect it to come in, you know, honestly, not very far away from now. I wouldn't expect it to be too far off in the future, despite the fact that we have the Knight of Pentacles here, because I feel like that decision's been made. I feel like the plan just needs to be put into motion at this point. We have Believe in Love, and we have a quote that says, "And every fair from fair sometimes decline from a midsummer's night dream," Shakespeare. The fear of the bloom falling off the rose here, a fear of you falling out of love is what I'm getting. We have the Elephant charm, which makes me think of India. You guys can see that completely. We have the gecko. I think of the divine masculine when I see that gecko. We have the owl. It's time for clarity, for honesty. We have the letter K. We have the triangle. There could have been a triangle situation, a third party. Take that as it resonates. We also have a star that just popped out, Aquarius energy. We have this mermaid as well, a siren that kind of calls, a temptation perhaps that called this person away from the connection. Maybe that's what they have to apologize for. We have the seahorse going with the flow. And we also have that needle there, the syringe. An addictive quality about this connection, but there could actually be actual addictions that need to be addressed with that devil. And if we have those actual addictions, we know what they are. We know, you know, if we need to release them. Yeah. Okay, group number 1, that is what I have for you today. I hope that it resonated with your situation. If it did, I would love to hear about it in the comment section. And if you're a subscriber, please, if you leave me a comment, be sure to hit that notification bell, because if you're chosen as the winner of the free reading this month, that's how I notify my winner. So congratulations to Denise this month for winning this month's reading draw. You can check me out on Instagram as well, because I offer a chance for a free mini read over there on a monthly basis. You can check out my Etsy account below too. But I really hope that you come back here and visit me on another day at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Take care. Hello everybody. In group number 2, you were drawn to this beautiful carnelian palm, and this is your reading. I don't even know where to put it. It's so big. The person on your mind, will they contact you, and when? Will they contact you and when? This is the Light Seers Tarot that I'm using for you today. It's beautiful and bold and bright. Will they contact you? This person on your mind. God, sorry. I have a husky and I swear his hair just gets absolutely everywhere and it drives me crazy when I see it here, but I love him so much. Will they contact you and when? We have the High Priestess coming out as your first card here. This High Priestess really represents our higher self, the inner wisdom that we carry along with us as well. The deep knowing that we have inside of our soul. So you may have like a deep inclination towards this person, or the first time you met them, there was an inner knowing that you felt. I sometimes liking it. I like the idea that Hotel Transylvania gives about the zing that you get, this electrical charge you get when you meet the one. There could have been an inner knowing that you experienced with this person. Will they contact you? There could also be a message. There's a message coming through too from Spirit that there could be intuitive communication happening between the two of you. Will they contact you? Will they make contact? We have the Eight of Wands reversed. Oops. And we have the Four of Swords. We do have the Three of Cups coming out here. We have the Judgment card on the back of the deck so far. So let's clarify this row before we get started with your message. Clarifying the High Priestess, please. Will they make contact and when? So we have the Nine of Cups. We also have the Hierophant coming out along with that card. So we're going to keep those together. Clarifying the Eight of Wands reversed. Will they make contact and when? We have the Hermit. Virgo energy. We have the Two of Wands coming out under the Four of Swords. And clarifying the Three of Cups, please. Will they make contact and when? Whoops. We have the Moon coming out to clarify the Three of Cups. And we have the Lovers on the back of the deck with the King of Cups. So this King of Cups, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer energy, very, very much in love, very much full of love for you, this person. What I find interesting though is both of these characters, there's an internal communication. Both of them have their eyes closed. You know, both of them are thinking about one another. And here's the Seven of Wands. So there are obstacles in between here. So the short answer here is that Spirit does see contact happening in the future of this connection with this Three of Cups, because it is a reunion card. It talks about friendship. It talks about celebration. But they're saying that there's a bit of a caveat to that, because the Lovers here, someone is really taking their time deciding their approach. And we do have in the present energy the Eight of Wands reversed with the Four of Swords. And when we want to see movement, we want to see this in the upright position. But when we see it reversed, we see somebody hesitating. We see a delay in the movement. And with the Four of Swords, it shows more thought going into the planning before the actual reunion occurs. So this could slow down the works a little bit here. But the good news is that it appears that through this disconnect, there's been a lot of ascension spiritually, even within the connection. And I know that sounds strange to, you know, improve a connection when it's in disconnect, but energetically, Spirit is saying that there's been a lot of ascension here. And some of that ascension could not have happened if you were in direct contact with this person. So these delays may seem very frustrating, but Spirit says that we have an option on how we look at the delay. We can look at the delay as an opportunity to truly evaluate what our future looks like, so that we can communicate that to the universe crystal clearly, and we can, you know, make that plans of action, and then put those plans into action to create our destination, to create our future. Because the Two of Wands talks about planning, talks about fantasy, but you can see she's just looking out the window. She hasn't stood up, she hasn't packed her bag, she hasn't walked out the door yet. So there's a wait period here is what Spirit is saying. But there is a lot to be gained within that wait period. And they don't want you to lose sight of that opportunity. And they're really putting it across as an opportunity here, because underneath this high priestess, you know, she's not concerned about the wait. She's not concerned about not getting what she wants out of this, because she's already completely self-assured that she's going to get it. Even this King of Cups isn't worried, or he doesn't appear disturbed by the wait. They're using the time to create that intuitive communication. They're using the time to elevate themselves spiritually as a soulmate unit. And it really does feel very strongly connected in spirit. So the Hermit is our reminder to not lose hope despite the delays that we may experience in this connection. And we'll ask Spirit specifically about the timing in a moment with a different deck. But the Hermit, you know, always teaches us the difference between being alone and being lonely. It's how we perceive the situation. We can see it as an opportunity to help to light a fire under us, or we can look at the delay and let it thrust us into despair, let it thrust us into disappointment, which will just slow things up even more. So Spirit says that, you know, what could be holding up the works here, we have the Moon in the future position, which is a great divide. These two, you know, these two beautiful creatures on either side of this moon being separated by everything that I've pushed down, all of my emotion, all of my fears. You know, this separation seems so great. But if we could just face our fears and reveal ourselves to each other, we could create this reunion. So Spirit's saying that could be somebody in this connection who's very insecure, which is holding up the works. But this Lover's energy, as back of deck, shows the deep connection that exists, shows the attraction. Like they're all tangled up in each other. The world doesn't exist around them. And that's how Spirit wants you to sort of tackle the idea of, sorry about the wobble, the idea of the disconnect here. Because they are saying there will be a bit of a delay, but we do see that beautiful Three of Cups in the future position, and that's your hope. That's where the Aquarius energy in that lantern in the Hermit's hand really comes from. It's the hope that pushes us towards our goal, the first step. But let's get some advice on when this is going to happen, if Spirit can give us an indication of when this reunion will happen. When will they contact? So we have the Two of Pentacles coming out. Just going to place that there. When will they make contact, Spirit? We have the Three of Pentacles. We have the Seven of Pentacles. It's also coming out with the Seven of Cups. And it's also coming out with the Ten of Cups as well. We have the Three of Swords I just noticed on the back of the deck. But let's clarify and get one more card, please, Spirit. When is this contact going to happen? When will they make contact? There is the Page of Cups. Back of the deck is the Strength card. We do have the High Priestess again underneath. There's an inner knowing. Your higher self has all of the information, and she's being very cheeky about it. The Strength card, Leo energy on the back of the deck. You can see this lion is holding on to that white rose of hope, and they're pushing through these insecurities that this weight is creating here. The High Priestess looking very unconcerned about the weight, because our higher self sees the forest through the trees, sees the clearing, and isn't concerned about the interim. What we see here, though, is the Seven of Pentacles. We see the Eight of Cups, and we see the Ten of Cups, and these are all in the present tense. So this person could be juggling a lot in their life in general, which is slowing things down anyway. With the Two of Pentacles, they seem to have a lot of responsibilities on their plate. And But I do see them using this time wisely in their life to start to build up a strong foundation here in the present. So it's like they're creating this tangible plan towards you. It's like they're trying to put all of their ducks in the row, but that's going to require patience, because it looks like they may be walking away from something that isn't fulfilling them emotionally in order to walk towards you. And after they do that, that's when that Page of Cups, and I often say, you know, with the Page of Cups, that offer shoots out of the blue where we don't expect it. And we can either, you know, spend the time lamenting the rate of speed at which it's coming towards us, or we can be excited because it's going to show up. It's kind of like a surprise, is what Spirit is saying, when the Daughter of Cups shows up, because they're saying it's going to pop up for you. It's an emotional new beginning that's going to be exciting because it's going to pop up for you out of the blue. This Seven of Pentacles, though, is about patience, because it is about waiting to reap the benefits of what you've sown. And sometimes people call that the impatience card, because as human beings, we have this propensity towards immediate gratification and wanting things now. And we want everything faster, you know, quicker, everything coming at us. So we have this, sometimes this bad habit of falling into despair if we don't get what we want right away. So there is a lesson here and a message from Spirit for us to keep focused on the goal so that we don't fall into the trap of creating a lull in the momentum through our own feelings of insecurity, because that adds to the weight with that moon. And I feel it's mirrored. Both of you are allowing your insecurities, allowing your fears to really stop this connection from happening. But what could be gained here is this beautiful Ten of Cups, is this emotional abundance coming out of this new emotional offer. Spirit is adamant, though, that, you know, whenever I do a spread, they always want to be adamant with everyone that we don't have to accept these offers as they come in. It is it's our job to discern which offers we want to accept. But in this case, Spirit's pretty much convinced that you would accept the offer, or you would want this emotional new beginning with this person. We have romantic feelings. Your feelings are real. They're worth exploring. If you think that this is all in your head, or you think that it's one-sided, it's 100% not. We have forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moment. So you may have to forgive something from this person. They could be dealing, again, I feel like they're walking away from something, and that's what's causing them the need for this patience. Sometimes with the Two of Wands, there are other responsibilities that I'm ignoring, because this wand is over here in the corner being ignored, but they're wanting to pursue something different. So this person could be walking away from something that doesn't make them happy. And this doesn't have to be a person. It can be a job, location, family, anything like that, but something that isn't fulfilling them. You have free yourself as well. It's time to take back control of your life. Free yourself from any negative feelings. Free yourself from a negative perspective about the situation. And that can be difficult, especially if you've been waiting a long time for this connection. We have healing family issues on the back of the deck, though, so that could be the reason for the wait. We have loss, grief, sadness, and resurrection. Resurrection is the most important word on that card right now, is what Spirit is saying. But that's the thing. It sort of reminds me of the Judgment card that we saw in the middle of your spread as the back of deck energy, because it talks about a self-reflection that leads to new beginnings, because we resolved to heal or change anything that is unbalanced that led us to the point where we wanted a new beginning in the first place. And I do feel that for some of you, again, not everyone, this is a general reading, but there is this sense of having to lose in order to gain in this situation. So please take that as it resonates. Apprehension, moving into the world with doubt and fear, perhaps formulating a new foundation for myself. It's like I'm rebuilding. I feel like I'm rebuilding. We have the hidden path here. And this card is always very poignant for me. It says the marriage of spirit and matter, but you can see these trees, they started out as one. We have these two hearts planted in the ground, and there was this time of separation, but it comes back around. And in between is this, you know, the sun and the eye. It's about keeping things, keeping our eye on the joy, keeping our eye on this eventual reconnection, and having that patience in our heart with the full expectation that if this person belongs to me, we will reconnect. And that's what Spirit is saying. There is a reconnection in the future. We just have to be patient for it. Prayer. Making the best out of the situation, making lemonade out of lemons. If life hands you lemons, you make a lemonade. So we also have the renewal card on the back of the deck. Making the best out of this weight. Using it as a foundational phase for yourself as well. To clearly define to the universe, to yourself, about what you want, what makes you happy, so that you can stay focused on that and not fall into despair or fall into annoyance even, you know, even minor negative vibrations. Still, we don't want those. We want something positive. We want to be able to bring positive energy into the future. Look into how this person is feeling. How are they feeling right this moment, please? How do they feel about group 2? I just wish things were different. And that's an impatience, you know, number 7, impatience card. You are so very special. They want reconnection. 21 is the world card. It's about success, harmony, coming together. I need more balance. I'm juggling a lot in my life right now. I'm juggling practical concerns. You hurt me, but that's okay, I guess. The sense of perhaps walking away from this person. It reminds me of the 9 of Wands. And sometimes the 9 of Wands is this energy of exhaustion because of the wait, because you've been waiting so long, or holding the flames for this person for such a long time. If I asked you to stay, would you leave? If I asked you to stay with me, would you leave your current situation? Words hurt. And gossip only hurts more. There's a feeling that, and this isn't for everyone, but there's a sense of someone being really concerned about other people's opinions of them and their actions. You are wrong. If you think that this is one-sided, if you think that this person does not think about you, they're indicating that is not true. I still don't have all of the answers. Back of the deck says, I could be your hero, baby. Let's get a couple more messages from this person. You can say anything what to say at this moment, please, Spirit. I'm afraid I have already lost you. And that sense of insecurity is only adding more distance, more time to the wait. I'm going to fix it, but first I have to fix me. I want to call you. Would you answer me? They're very insecure. It's going to take a lot of strength for them to overcome this. I have a lot of distractions in my life right now. But this feels like an obsession. And this is taking forever. Oh my goodness. The back of the deck says, I have so much to tell you. It's like you've missed so much during this disconnect. The two of you have missed so much of each other's experience. It's like I lost my best friend is what I feel right now. Group 2. Will they make contact and when? In the Bull, please, the future of this connection. What can you tell us, Spirit? We have the 4 of Cups. It's coming out reversed. Again, I don't often read reverse in the Bull, but we have the 8 of Cups, somebody walking away from something emotionally unavailable to them, or something that is not emotionally fulfilling to them in the past here. But we do have the 8 of Wands, and that's the intent for action. It's fiery. It's communication wanting to come in. And then we have this 4 of Cups. It is in the reverse position, which I like to see it in, and that's why I left it like that, because often the 4 of Cups in the future is a frustrating placement, because it talks about a sense of apathy being carried into the future, a sense of indecision or inaction being carried into the future. But in this case, it's reversed. So it's a new outlook, a new perspective being formed. And I feel like it's going to be because of some communication that opens up. But again, there's that sense of weight because this person feels like they are juggling a lot of practical concerns in their life. We have the stone that makes me think of the Queen of Swords. And we also have the ice pick, worried about how you'll receive them perhaps. We have the ambulance, a medical connection. We have the tree of life. I always think of a family situation when I see that tree, so please take that as it resonates. We have the rose. Whenever I see the red rose, I think of Saint Teresa of Lisieux, and that's just my own personal message with that red rose. You can see whatever you want. It can be the rose of hope. I think of flowers from heaven. We have the whale, and it's expressing water from the top of its head there. And the whale is about expression, about expressing ourselves when we're called to. And there's a message with the whale, if it doesn't come up to express itself, it will drown. It'll drown in that emotion. So it is about expressing ourselves or else facing the consequences. Going with the flow, we have the saxophone. We have Our Lady Mary, the mother of Jesus, in the bull as well. So motherhood, the Empress, I always think of the Empress, abundance. We have the rocking horse. Children could be a factor here. And that's also the Chariot energy for me as well. So a choice to be made. And with the Chariot energy, it's about driving towards what we want with determination. It is a movement card, a movement charm. So I do see movement, I do see connection in the future, but it's going to be a bit of a wait. Group 2, that is what I have for you today. I hope that it resonated with your situation. I wish you so much luck in this connection. And if this resonated with you, I would love to hear about it in the comment section. I would love for you to subscribe to this channel, to hit the notification bell if you feel called to. And if you do and leave me a comment, you will automatically be eligible for a free reading with me, and I'll be choosing a winner at the end of this month for that. So please hit your notification bell. Check out my links below in the description box as well. But I really hope that you come back here and visit me on another day at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a great day. Take care. Hello everybody, in group number 3, we're drawn to this hagstone here. And this is your reading, the person on your mind. Will they contact you, and when? Will this person contact you, group 3, and when will that happen? Can Spirit give us an indication of when this contact will come about if they are planning on contacting you? So when will they contact you? We have the Fool. It's in the reverse position. Will they contact you? We have the 7 of Coins. We have the 8 of Wands. And we have the Queen of Cups. We have the back of deck energy of the 8 of Cups reversed so far. So let's keep going here. I like that 8 of Cups reversed already because it shows us somebody is like currently learning from their mistakes. They're like learning from their past mistakes and wanting to make amends. And somebody coming back. So I like that as an indicator. So let's clarify that Fool reversed. We have the 8 of Swords. We have the Moon. It's in the reverse position. Will they contact you? We have the 5 of Swords reversed. Again, I like seeing that in the reverse. I don't often get reversed, but I'm so happy to see these as they come out. And we have the 7 of Cups. Back of the deck is the King of Swords, and we also have the Knight of Swords reversed. Interesting. Okay. We have the King of Swords as back of deck, and he is the ruler of communication. You know, he likes to clear things up. He likes to be honest with his communication. And then we have this King, this Knight of Swords reversed. And that is a movement card, of course, but in the reverse position, it can really kind of, it can slow things up. And there is this message of, you know, this person does want to reach out, and we do see that coming in the future. So that's the positive of this connection, or of this reading, is that Spirit is saying, yes, this person will contact you, because we do see the Queen of Cups here in the future position, and that's about abundance. You can see her hand is over her cup. It's interesting because pile 1 actually had a very similar vibe here with that Queen. And as I said, in pile 1, there's a sense of abundance with her love. It's a sense of permanence. Like she doesn't want to, she's not going to waste a drop of it. We have the 7 of Cups underneath her though, and that can be about a little bit of confusion. But it also talks about options and fantasies. And so I feel like there's going to be options open to you in this connection. But there is a little bit of a caveat as far as timing, because the 7 of Pentacles is here. And that does talk about waiting patiently for this communication to come up. The good news is that it's followed directly by the 8 of Wands, which is a fast-moving communication coming in, and it's being supported by this 5 of Swords reversed. And that's the only time I want to see the 5 of Swords is if it's in the reverse position. Because it talks about hope returning and moving on and forgiveness and coming back together. It really talks about, again, our options opening up because we're talking things through. So I do see communication opening up. I see the two of you really working through some old conflicts here. And some of the conflicts from this recent past, the Fool reverse, the 8 of Swords, you know, the Fool reverse, it's like being unprepared, not being ready for something. It can result in being careless with other people's emotions. It's not a reflection of perhaps their feelings towards you at the time, but it was a carelessness. It's like an inability to be vulnerable, perhaps, that caused the disconnect in the first place. But we do have a little bit of a wait before this communication comes in. And I feel like you guys have already experienced some of this patience that's required of you with the 7 of Coins. And it's you know, when the 7 of Pentacles comes up, it's an opportunity, because it's like when you're planting a garden. You plant the seeds and then you have this waiting period where you're checking every day. And it's kind of exciting to go out and check your seedlings every day to see if they've grown. It can be frustrating too. You can either look at it with excitement, or you can look at it with frustration and disappointment when you don't see something sprouting a day or two later. So it's about perspective, and it's an opportunity for us to grow. It's an opportunity for us to spiritually ascend if we can handle this weight with grace, as opposed to letting it thrust us into insecurity or fear. And we have this moon, which can be a representation of that insecurity or the fear that you may experience. But the beautiful part about this is that if we're able to hang on through the waiting period, the moon is reversed, which shows clarity coming through, you know, the truth finally being revealed to us. So we have connection coming in for you, group number 3. I kept almost called you group 2. And again, I feel like you're in the midst of this wait period. So if you're in the midst of this wait period and you're feeling yourself getting frustrated, that's the type of energy that Spirit wants you to address and to try to keep in check if you're able to. Let's ask Spirit if there is an indication of when this communication is going to come in. So what can you tell us, Spirit, about when this communication will open up? We have the 8 of Pentacles. I almost giggled because I thought it was the 7 of Pentacles at first, but then I counted. Ace of Wands. The Death card. When will this communication come in, please? The Star. That's beautiful in the front. I love that. I love that the Star is in the future position for you. Back of the deck is the Wheel of Fortune. I love that too. And the 10 of Cups. How beautiful for you. So this beautiful Wheel of Fortune is about destiny. It's about a turn of events that go in your favor. And that's why we have this beautiful Star energy in the future position, because Spirit doesn't want you to lose hope in this period of wait. This person is working on the action towards you at this time. Right this second, they're working towards that plan. And what it's going to result in. They are going to put that plan into action. Then we have the Death card. People sometimes get scared of this card, and there is no fear to be had here, because this is a representation of a shift. And we really need to see the Death card when we're talking about disconnect, because if we don't see it, it means there's no shift in energy, there's no rebirth. So I'm very happy to see that Death card there for you. And on the other side of it is the Star, because it's bringing in fresh hope, new beginnings, and what it could lead to for you is truly emotional abundance. The Ten of Cups can be family, babies, all of those beautiful things, but it's a secure place to kind of fall into. So not to be fearful. This person's working on it right now. And, you know, there was a message of patience for another one of the piles today, but it's a very different message, because this patience doesn't feel like it's going to last as long or be required of you as long, because as I said, I feel like you're in the thick of it. And this person is currently, has been working on, is currently working on the plan of action towards you that's going to lead to that hope, that's going to lead to this sudden turn of events for you. So I feel this is coming on very quickly. You're in the midst of that wait, and you may be getting frustrated, but keep your eye on the prize is what Spirit is saying. True love, this is the romance of a lifetime, is what Spirit is indicating. And you feel that too. The key to success is to stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you the romance you're looking for. We do have the children on the back of the deck. Your love life is being affected by children. There could be children in this connection on either end, or there could be children in the future of this connection. Oops. I'll try that again. Spirit's too many. Sorry about that. We have perseverance. Again, that sense of perseverance through that waiting period, but you're doing it. You're doing it right this moment is what Spirit is saying. You are about to shed the past and start a brand new journey with this person, potentially. If that's the road that you choose, of course, it is within your right to refuse the offer. Of course, Spirit will walk with you in whatever path you choose. We have perfection. This card really represents someone who maybe allows the necessity for perfection, or the idea of perfection, to really stop ascension. It's like a fear of being vulnerable, a fear of showing my true self. So I feel like I have to jump through other people's hoops. I don't know if that resonates with anyone out there, but that's the sense I'm getting. We have despondence as well on the back of the deck, because the rate of speed at which this connection is coming back is starting to annoy someone watching because they want that success, they want that reconnection, they want this fresh beginning. And again, it can be dangerous to fall into those feelings of despair. How is this person feeling right this moment towards you? Let's look into that here with the Hermit Tarot. How are they feeling right this moment towards group 3, please? I want you to choose. Trying to put it back onto you, trying to make you make the moves towards this person. I don't want to lose you. Ace of Swords. It's time for some clarity. The Ace of Swords is about truth. It's about clarity. It's about shining a light on everything so there's absolutely no confusion. And it's about vulnerability as well. I dream about you a lot, probably too much. Oops. We have two on the floor, definitely, and happiness is my priority. We have I need more time and I want to get you drunk. Both are sort of reversed. Again, I don't really read these cards in the reverse. The I need more time is literal. They're saying I just need a little bit more time. I'm working on it right this second. And it's in this present column. So they're working on it right this moment. We have the I want to get you drunk card because they feel like it would be easier if the two of you were inebriated, for them to be clear with you, for them to be vulnerable, for them to give you all of the information that they want to give you. We have what do you want on the back of the deck. So they do have those insecurities that are kind of running rampant through their mind. Let's get a few more cards here, a few more messages from this person. What are they thinking right this moment? How do they feel right now? Will they make contact? You make me hot. And we did have that Eight of Wands. The attraction they feel for you is one of the reasons, not the whole reason, but one of the reasons why they're making their way back towards you. I imagine a future with you. I am missing you right this second. So thinking about you right this moment. Where have you been? And can we start over? There's a lot of potential here is what Spirit keeps saying to me, though. I keep looking at that Ten of Cups, the sunflowers. It says the breakup was bad and I'm still healing. But we also have wake-up call, but it was perhaps the wake-up call that they needed here, that Ace of Swords. It's like an epiphany that comes in for someone. You have this is taking forever. People are getting frustrated. I would have a family with you. Back of the deck says, I'm thinking about the day that we met. Sorry that's so sort of dim in here this evening. All right, let's get a charm bowl for you, group 3. Future of this connection, please. Advice for group 3 in the bowl. Whoops. Was that 3? No. Okay, the Page of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups, and we have the King of Swords as well. That Page of Pentacles is the offer that we're looking for. It's the communication. And this person could be a little bit hesitant to come in. We have the Knight of Cups, and that's a beautiful love offer coming in. The Knight of Cups comes in with this love offer that sounds good, looks good, tastes good. Everything about it just is so appealing. But sometimes that Knight of Cups, you know, there's a reason why that horse is hesitating to go over that stream. It's because they're hesitating to show a vulnerable side. Because if we show vulnerability, there's a chance that we could get hurt. Our ego could be bruised. And that's a fear that this person has. But we have the King of Swords, again, future position, again here. And you had the King of Swords, even with the Ace of Swords coming up for you in the future position. Because the only way we can truly gain, the only way we can truly get what we want, this emotional stability, this emotional abundance, is to offer emotional vulnerability as kind of like it's kind of like a price tag we have to pay. If we want to expand, we have to take risks. And I can feel it in my heart, like the palpitations, like worried about it. We have to take risks though if we want. So that's why if we want to gain. So that's why the King of Swords is here, to help us, to aid us in that, to rise above the emotional situation and to bring in the clarity that's needed. We have the letter I, the letter C in the bowl as well. I'm sorry, it's a letter G, G-I. G.I. Joe, maybe. We have the syringe in the bowl here, so a drug connection, a hospital connection, medical connection. We have the turtle. The turtle can, you know, it's a very slow creature. We all know about the tortoise and the hare. Slow and steady wins the race, though. And if you've ever come across a turtle in the wild, if you turn your back on a turtle, it's gone. They can move very quickly when they're not being watched. It's kind of like a watch pot never boils. We have the acorn in the bowl. There's a lot of potential here, but it has to be planted at the right time and in the right conditions in order to thrive, is what Spirit wants to say. We have the letter J as well. I didn't see that, sorry. We have the engagement ring. This could be, you know, could reach the level of a higher level of commitment. We have the infinity symbol. Letter J. We have the whale tail going with the flow. We also have the palm here. I always think about tarot readings, and I always think about spirituality when I see that palm. So this person may have reached out as well to, or looked into tarot readings. We have the mermaid going with the flow, and the spoon, and the ballet slippers as well. So there could be some musical or artistic connection. All right, group number 3, that is what I have for you this day at the Tarot Cottage. If this resonated with your situation, I would love to hear about it in the comment section. I would love for you to be a part of this community if you aren't already. And if you are and you leave me a comment, be sure to leave me, be sure to hit the notification bell, because I will enter you for a chance to win a free reading with me at the end of the month, and that's how I notify the winners. So please be sure to hit that notification bell if you would like to be entered into that reading draw. You can check out my Instagram page. I also offer an opportunity to win a free reading over there. You can check out my Etsy page. That's where I do my private readings. If it's empty, it just means that I have sold out for the day, but you can keep checking back because I do update every day. But I really hope that you come back here and visit me on another day at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope that you have a great day today. Take care.